Welcome to the channel. I am Lard Lizard. This is World of Tanks Blitz, and we are back with another tank review. We are going to be reviewing the Object 590. This is a Tier 8 Russian medium tank, and it's actually in the stores right now. You can spend $17 and get the tank, the camo, 4 awesome containers, and some extras, plus the boxes for the Destiny. Or you could spend 10,000 gold and pretty much get the same deal. I think this tank is about $7,500, $7,500 gold, but 10,000 if you don't have this tank and you really like the playstyle, you like the tank, you like other average Russian tanks, maybe you should pick it up, but I still think it's worth about 7,500 gold. Let's go over some statistics for the Object 590. In my opinion, this tank looks really nice. Some camos don't look good on tanks, but this camo looks great on this tank, and actually a lot of camos look good on the tank. I like the little side skirts. Let me get out there. I like the side skirts. The turret looks nice. The hull looks nice. It looks great with updated graphics. But let's go over some statistics. It has 1,400 hit points, very nice for a tier 8 medium tank. It's doing 280 a shot. Rate of fire is 7.9 rounds per minute. Penetration is 182. Armor, don't really worry about that. Let's go ahead and go over the gun. 100mm D54TA. 40 tons, 4.2 second aim time. That is kind of a long aim time for a tier 8 medium. The dispersion is 0.335, not horrible. Damage per minute is 2,220. It's a lot of twos. Reload is 7.57 seconds. Armor penetration on your standard is 182 millimeters. That is not good. The premium is 243, and that's decent. But that standard pin is not very good. The high explosive is 50 millimeters of penetration. That's not bad. Average damage is 280 on your standard, 240 on your premium, and 350 on your high explosive. The gun has 20 degrees of elevation. It has 8 degrees of gun depression, which is very nice. That 8 degrees of gun depression matched with this turret, you will see whenever we start looking at the armor. Let's go over the engine. It has a V12 6V1. We already went over the weight. It has 808.5 horsepower, 12% chance of fire when engine is hit. That's very nice. Top speed is 52 forward, 18 in reverse. Average speed is 36. Power to weight ratio is 20 on the dot, and the whole turn rate is 62.05. That is really good stats on the engine. I'm really impressed with the 12% chance of fire when engine is hit. It's usually 15 or 20, so that's actually really nice. This thing does feel fairly quick. The reverse speed is extremely nice at 18, and let's compare this tank to some other great tier 8 medium. Okie dokie, we are comparing tanks. We are on blitzstars.com. In the first column, all the way on the left hand side, we have the Object 590. In the middle, we have the Object 274A. And on the far right, we have the Centurion 5.1. I picked both of these tanks for a different comparison, but they're all three similar, but they all have their ups and downs. Mainly the Alpha. I wanted something a little above and a little below 280. Okay, so damage per minute on the 590 is 2,167. That's actually really good damage per minute for a 280 shot. The 274A has a 2,144, less than the 590, but still really good for 310 alpha. But the Centurion has 2,334, but it's only hitting for 190 a shot. I prefer a little bit more alpha, and even if the damage per minute isn't the greatest, I would much rather have that alpha so you can make more effective trades. Okie dokie, the shell velocity on all three of these tanks are really good. 1,000 on the 590, 950 on the 274A, and 1,020 on the Centurion. You can see that the aim time on the 590 is horrible. 2.72 on the 590, 2.08 on the 274A, and 1.72 on the Centurion. Yeah, the 590's aim time is suffering for some reason. I have no idea why. But the 590 does have 8 degrees of gun depression. That's really good. 20 in elevation. The 274A only has 7 degrees of gun depression, but it doesn't, it kind of feels like 8. It's one of those low down tanks. And the Centurion has 10 degrees of gun depression and 18 degrees of elevation. The Centurion is a very, very good hold down tank. It kind of has heavy tank armor hold down. Very, very good and effective armor. Speed-wise, the Object 274A is faster than the Centurion, and the Object 590 reverse speed is better on the 274A and the Centurion at 20. Then we have the power-to-weight ratio. The Centurion is better than the 590 and the 274A, but they're all very similar. The Nomad Traverse, the 274A has 48 degrees, and Centurion 45 degrees, and the 590 of 43, but you can change that if you change up your equipment. Okie dokie. View range on the 590 is 269. It is the worst out of the 3 tanks. The 274A and the Centurion both have 274 view range. Very nice. 1,400 hit points for your 590, 1,450 for your Centurion and your 274A. On paper, the 590 looks like it has better armor than the 274A and the Centurion on certain spots, but when it comes to effective armor, the Centurion has better hold down armor. The 274A has kind of more troll armor, and the 590 actually has a really solid turret but a weak front plate. And you can see that the average win rate on your 590 is a 55.56%, 53 on your Object 274A, and a 53 on your Centurion. But there are more people playing the Centurion and the 274A than there are playing the 590. We are on Armor Inspector. We are checking out the armor on the Object 590. One thing I like to do before I even play the first match in a tank is see if the enhanced armor is even worth running. So right now we have no enhanced armor, and that is with enhanced armor. Honestly, something like this big of a change, you might want to just go ahead and run enhanced armor. You know, it's different for different tanks with different penetration values, but if it makes this much of a difference, you might just want to run it. Okay, we are getting shot at by a T-25 Pilot 1. This thing is 192 millimeters of pin, so the Object 590 can side scrape pretty good. It does have these hatches you need to watch out for, but we want to look at that 8 degrees of gun depression face down. You are going to have trouble hitting these hatches. This is a hold down tank. It has good speed, good gun, and all that, but you really want to get it hold down. You know, on flat ground, you can see that even if you're running enhanced armor, I mean, they can pin the majority. They're going to have trouble, you know, so if you're just lightly, you know, lightly angled, they can't pin it at all. You know, you really doesn't matter if you wiggle your turret or not. It has really good turret armor. Let's see, HE. This thing cannot get HE'd in the rear. I'm not sure what the values are. 445 on the HE. We are back on Blitz. We have a replay. This is literally the only game I played today. I have not played a lot today. Looks like a Tier 8, Tier 9 battle. We are going up against an E75, a Leopard PTA, Basante C45, C45, IS-6 Legend, ISU-152, SU-130PM, WZ-111 1GFT. That is a lot to say for just 7 tanks. But we are going to be going to the medium side. We're going to go up on the hill, try to get a shot, and we do. Nice 308 shot on the move. And we are going to get ourselves in a hold down position so we can take advantage of our armor. That is their Tier 9 Leopard that has a dangerous gun that we need to watch out for. I am not sure how much he can pin of our turret. Let's see if we can sneak over here. He does pin right through our turret. We have a quick reload, but he has about the same reload. So we got a bounce, and we're just going to sit here and pick him apart if he wants to just sit in the open. I'm not sure if he has a camo. We tried to lift up our gun, so throw him off a little bit. And we get another bounce, but we also bounced. Not sure what happened with that shot. Just waiting on the reload so we get another shot. And he bounces again. We got a big 254. We do not get the kill on the Leopard, even though we did all the damage to him. There is an E75 right over there, which looks like that's where we're going to head to. And just missed. Let's see if we can hit it. 256, a solid roll. This tank has a good middle range, you know, not an extremely high alpha, but it does have a very good damage per minute. So 280 is a really good sweet spot. So we're going to try to get some shots off and not get shot by this E75. He also doesn't look like he has a camo. So he is tough to pin, and even with premium, we really can't pin him. But we managed to pin his hatch for a 241. Even when you're shooting your premium, it doesn't feel like that much of a alpha downgrade. Looks like he might be heading this way. We're going to try to wait. Hopefully he starts looking towards someone else. Kind of hard to see with all the numbers and stuff. And he's still looking at us, but we can use the premium to go right through his lower pate. 261, there's a real good shot on the premium. 3 versus 4, it's not looking good for us. Maybe if we can turn something around, we can start winning this game. 152, we hit him for 290 and mess up his commander. We just lost both of our tanks. So it's 3 versus 1, not looking good for us. We get a 281 shot on the WZ. We're going to try to wiggle, just bounce 460 from their tier 8. Trying to get another shot. We're going to try to take them down as quick as we can. And we're trying to get away from the WZ. There are just too many of them, and we tried to gun block, but it didn't matter. Honestly, we had a really solid game. Just at the end, we just could not bring it home. They had too much health and too much alpha. It was a defeat, but it was a good try on our part. We did 3,442 damage. We blocked 2,360. Very, very nice. We destroyed 1, and I think that means we had 4 non-penetrations. I think that's what they mean. And we got, we get 69,326 silver. That's nice. We were obviously top of the team. We had a turtle do absolutely nothing. 46%er. Love to see it on your team. We had 14 shots, 14 hits, and 13 penetrations. So I guess the aim time did not bother us that much. Four shots on the E75 for 993. 1 shot on the 152 for 290. 5 penetrations out of 6 hits on the Leopard PTA for 1,375. We also got 3 shots on the WZ-111 1GFT for 784. Even though this was a loss, I do believe this was a good showcase of what you could do in the 590, how you should play it, keep yourself in a good position. And honestly, if you guys like this tank, let me know in the comments. If you get the tank and you play it after watching this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Is there anything I missed? What tanks do you guys want to see next? I am Lord Lizard. I'm out of here. Peace.